Open this door now. The loud banging echoed through the hotel hallway. The wooden door of room 300 shook violently as a man's fist slammed against it again and again. Inside the room, a woman froze. She stood still, her body trembling, clutching a white towel tightly around herself. Her heart was pounding so hard she could hear it in her ears. Beside the bed, a young man stood barefoot, his eyes wide with fear, his face pale like someone who had just seen death. That voice, the woman whispered, her lips shaking. That voice sounds like... Before she could finish her sentence, the angry voice outside roared again. I know you're in there, Clara. Open this door before I break it down. The young man swallowed hard. It's your husband, he said in a weak voice. Time seemed to stop. But before we get to how everything exploded in this hotel room, let me take you back to where it all began. Because every disaster has a beginning, and this one started in a place nobody would ever expect. It started in church. 20 years earlier, Clara was a beautiful 20-year-old girl. She came from a strict Christian home where prayer was a daily routine. Every morning, her family prayed together before leaving the house. Every night, they read the Bible before sleeping. Her parents raised her carefully. They taught her about God. They taught her about marriage. They taught her about faithfulness and patience. Clara was known in church as a gentle girl. She sang in the choir, always smiling, always respectful. People trusted her. Mothers pointed at her and told their daughters, "Be like Clara." One Sunday afternoon, during a church program, someone noticed her. His name was Daniel. Daniel was 25 years old. He was hardworking, calm, and deeply involved in church activities. He wasn't loud or flashy, but he carried himself with dignity. As Clara sang that day, her voice filled the church hall. Daniel felt something stir in his heart. After the service ended, he gathered courage and approached her. "Hey, your voice, footful," he sighed softly, shyly. Clara blushed. "Thank you," she replied. That simple moment changed their lives forever. They became friends. Daniel didn't rush her. He didn't pressure her. He spoke to her after church services, sometimes walking her home. He visited her parents properly, greeting them with respect. Her parents liked him immediately. "He's a good man," her father said. "He fears God," her mother added. 2 years later, Daniel asked Clara to marry him. She said yes, crying tears of joy. Their wedding was beautiful. The church was full. People danced, sang, and celebrated them. Everyone believed their marriage would be an example to others. Clara was a virgin when she married Daniel. On their wedding night, everything was new to her. Daniel was gentle, patient, and loving. They were happy. Daniel worked hard. He saved money, bought a house, and turned it into small apartments for rent. He became a landlord. The income was good, and he provided well for his family. Within 5 years, Clara gave birth to 2 children, a boy and a girl. She became a full-time wife and mother. She cooked, she cleaned. She took care of the children. Every evening, she waited for her husband to return home. Life was peaceful. Life was simple. Life was good, but slowly, something began to change. Clara started feeling restless. She loved her children, but sometimes she felt trapped. She looked at her life and wondered where her youth had gone. She was only 25, yet she felt older than her age. One afternoon, out of boredom, Clara joined a women's group chat on her phone. At first, it seemed harmless. Women discussed recipes. They talked about children. They shared marriage advice. Then she noticed one woman who stood out. Her name was Lydia. Lydia was different. She posted pictures of herself at expensive restaurants, designer clothes, glasses of wine, hotel rooms, trips, smiling selfies with captions about enjoying life. One day, Lydia sent Clara a private message. "Sister," Lydia wrote, "you're too young and beautiful to be stuck in one place." Clara replied, "But I'm married." Lydia sent a laughing emoji. "So what?" She replied, "I'm married too. My husband doesn't own me. I have my life and he has his." Wake up, my dear. Clara felt uncomfortable, but she didn't block her. Instead, she kept reading. Every day, Lydia sent stories. Stories of men who spoiled her. Men who gave her money. Men who made her feel special. "One man cannot satisfy all your needs," Lydia would say. At first, Clara argued back. But slowly, like poison dripping into clean water, her thinking began to change. She started listening to other women in her compound. "My husband is boring," one woman said. "But the man I met last week," another replied. "He knows how to treat a woman." They laughed. Clara laughed with them, but inside her, curiosity was growing. One evening, Lydia called her. "I have someone I want you to meet," she said. "Just coffee, nothing serious." Clara hesitated. That weekend, she lied to Daniel. "I'm visiting my cousin," she said. Daniel smiled and gave her money. "Take care of yourself," he said. She met the man. His name was Mark. Mark was smooth with words. He made her laugh. He complimented her beauty and made her feel young again. One thing led to another. That day, Clara crossed a line she never thought she would cross. When she returned home, everything had changed. 6 months later, a young man came looking for a room to rent. His name was Sam. He was 21 years old. Fresh from the village, he had only a small bag and big dreams. Daniel felt sorry for him. "Pay what you have now," Daniel said kindly. That kindness became the beginning of disaster. Clara noticed Sam immediately. Young, handsome, respectful. She started visiting his room with food, sitting close, complaining about her husband. One day, she crossed another line. Sam tried to resist, but he was young and weak. Afterward, guilt destroyed him, but Clara trapped him with threats. "If you talk, I'll say you forced me," she said. She became bolder, stealing money, lying constantly, meeting Sam in hotels. People began to notice. Rumors spread. Daniel noticed changes too. One night, something pushed him to check her phone. What he saw broke him. Messages, pictures. Plans. Saturday. Hotel. Room 304, 2 policial militar. Daniel planned carefully. At exactly 2:45 p.m., he stood outside the hotel room. He heard laughter. He knocked. When the door opened, Clara froze. Behind her stood Sam. Daniel's heart shattered. "This is your hospital checkup," he asked quietly. Clara fell to her knees. "I'm sorry," she cried. Daniel turned away. The marriage ended. Daniel got full custody of the children. Sam ran back to his village in shame. Clara lost everything, her home. Her children got her respect. A Daniel Hiltuiri woman grace. They built a peaceful home. And Clara, she kept searching for satisfaction she would never find. Because the problem was never Daniel. The problem was her heart. Closing message, keep this. Dear sister, don't let bad friends poison your mind. Don't let curiosity destroy your home. Temporary pleasure is never worth permanent loss. If this story touched you, like, subscribe, and share. God bless you.